best as far as this period is concerned. And you can send in your questions because I'm having someone interesting that I'm bringing in. And when she comes, I'm sure you will know that indeed she is an interesting personality. She's going to be joining me in this live chat. And tomorrow I have two people lined up. I have a couple of people lined up from now until the weekend. And we're going to be chatting. We're going to be having time out. If Allwell Ademola is ready, we are ready to have you. And I'm sure that a lot of fans, a lot of friends, they're out there waiting to join this live chat. And most of them have their questions. And please, if you have questions you want to ask, if you have anything that is bugging your mind, if there's something you're not clear about, that you want information, even if we can't provide it, I'm sure that we have those who will be able to provide it. And we can always speak to them to make sure that we have them do so. Okay, beautiful. I have my darling here, and right away I'm going to okay. Hello, my darling. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, nice to have you around. Like I said, for as many people who saw the notification, I made it clear that I'm going to be having an interesting personality today. And of course, I'm sure that the moment you showed your face, yes, I can see a lot of people, yes. So I'm sure the moment you showed your face, they are indeed convinced that, yes, the person I have with me is an interesting personality. So how have you been?
I have been well. I'm well, thank God.
We all are trying to cope. I can see well and well, which shows that we all are trying to cope as much as possible.
Yes.
I imagine, judging by the kind of life that we live, judging by our business, our career, and the kind of things that we do, so to find ourselves in this kind of a situation, I don't know how to qualify it. I don't know how to. I just want you to, as we start, just, give a shout out to our fans, our friends who have joined us, and those who are still going to join us, so that we go into the business of the day.
Okay, hello people, hello Allwell allies. My name is Allwell Ademola, like you all know, and I'm a filmmaker. I just want to welcome you all for onto this program, and then I wish us well. I wish us all a good stay at home for now. And I hope you enjoy this. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let me say this. I know a lot of people know this about you, and then some don't. But for those who have had the personal contact with you, for those who have worked with you, they know, they can testify to the fact that Allwell Ademola is simplicity personified. Now, I know that I've worked with you a couple of times. I know others too have worked with you. I know I've read things that people have written about you. Now, I want to ask this, Allwell. Judging by the industry that we are in, we all know the nature of the industry. So, you being a very simple, easygoing personality, how have you been able to do it? How have you been able to hold up? Now, tell me, is it inborn? Is it something you picked along the line? Is it something that, okay, fine, this was not how I was before, but later I changed? How have you been able to hold on, remaining that simple, easygoing, level-headed person, judging by the industry? I repeat it again, judging by the industry that we are in.
Okay, what I will say is, I won't say it is inborn, because to some people, a lot of people see my personality as an extrovert, and to some people, some see me as an introvert. Now, I call myself male fan. I have a little bit of melancholy and I have a little bit of sanguine. Now, the sanguine is when I am doing my entertainment thing, and then the male is when I'm me in the house. There are times I just want to be by myself. I just don't want to Unfortunately, I'm Leo, which I'm supposed to be very loud everywhere, but I don't know. There's this. Then that is where I'll bring it into it. My mom is a pastor, and then when I first came into the Yoruba industry, they called me Omo Get Inside. because there are so many things that I don't know, that I'm not used to, that I had to learn in the Yoruba industry. So I will say that's why I said I won't say it's inborn. I would say that when I was in the English industry, there's this where I was on TV. I used to, like you, ma. I was more of a soap opera person and all that. I was in Tales by Moonlight. I was on Animal Games, all those children programs then. And we were everybody, we were all together. There was no auntie, there was no aburo. We were all together. So we just live our life in the carefree type. And then when I was on stage, it's still the same thing. Stage is no respecter of persons. Everybody just will sleep together and do all sorts together. Then when I came into the Yoruba industry, I saw that it's a different ball game entirely. Okay. There's this, there's the superiority, there's the you understand. So it wasn't easy for me. Because I came we used to do our thing. In our English thing, I just feel like everybody is the same, But I have to learn. I'm a fast learner. At the time I came to the Yoruba industry, my Yoruba was very poor too. So you can imagine. Okay. I had to learn. It wasn't easy for me. I don't engage in arguments. I don't talk when people are talking, because I don't want to say my Yoruba wrongly before people will start asking me as one more Yorubani. And I don't want to speak too much English before they will feel like she's forming. So most times I'm always by myself. The long and short of it is, I would say that they say respect is reciprocal. And you cannot force it on people. You earn it. So I try as much as possible to give it, and I earn it as well. So my simplicity, I would say that it's from my upbringing, my parents, and I worked on it myself too, because I know that if I want to be respected, I need to give it as well.
I'll have to give it.
Yes, so I just believe that simple life. I believe in the simple things of life. So if you live a simple life, nobody will see you like she's proud, she's seeing too much of herself, she's this, that way. So I think that answers the question.
Okay. Well, I think if for every one of us as individuals, if we come to understand that simplicity is priceless, would appreciate the need to go about without so much air around us, without having to live a larger than life, attitude, without having to arrogate unnecessary power to ourselves. Because in fact, no, it's not possible to have given birth to everybody on the same day. So some people are bound to be older than others, and some people are going to be younger than others. But the one common thing to all is life. One thing common to all, life. So the life that is in me is the same that is in you. Mine is not bigger than yours. The fact that, you were born at an earlier age does not make the quality of your life to be greater or better than mine. So I think as individuals, if we have this understanding, then we will relate with everyone. We will see everyone, whether young or old, male or female, short, small, big, fat, whatever. We will see ourselves as one. And I think this is one thing that is lacking in the industry, which we should make effort, to integrate into everyone. And if we can imbibe culture, I'm sure it's going to go a long way to help. And not just the industry alone. I think if we imbibe that, and then individually we begin to develop it in our own small circle, because every home is a minute size of the society. So if I know and I try to teach those who are under my space that I have oversight functions on, like my children, my younger ones, and all of that, and you do the same, I think the world will be a better place for us.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's one thing that I have seen, which I think that we should try to inculcate into our industry, especially because there's so much that people have said out there. There's so much people are saying, and I tell you, there's still so much they are going to say as it is concerned. So now I'll quickly move on to what has brought all of us to be at home. What has brought all of us to be at home? I had an interview from Canada earlier on today, just a few hours ago, and the person said, well, this is something that has united the entire world. I said, yes, it's something. The virus, something made the entire world to be a global village before now. That's technology. But now this virus is also making the entire world to be. I tell you, this virus, the virus is also making the entire world to be another, global village. So now let me tell you, I remember something that people used to tell as a form of counsel, to people, and that is, Nigeria Tower, you cannot just rely on one job alone. You need to have multiple streams of income. And a lot of people have been doing that sincerely. Many people have been doing it. You see someone who is a banker, is also a decorator. You see someone who is working as a civil servant, and she's also a trader, and all of that. Now, because of what is happening, because of this lockdown, I know you're an actor, you're a producer, you're a director. Now you are a musician, you have a band, of your own. So on a normal day, you go out to either shoot movies as an actor or a producer or a director. On weekends, you go out with your band. Now, almost every aspect of work that you do is affected. Am I right?
Yes,
so, tell me how, and tell everyone, how have you been coping? What has it done to you mentally, physically, psychologically, emotionally, financially? What has this lockdown done to you?
Well, I've been trying. Okay. I've been trying as much as possible to just be by myself. Because I've been touchy, I've been edgy, people have been walking on eggshells around me.
Eggshell, yes.
I will snap. At a little provocation, I will snap. Why? Because I've been home and I've not been earning anything. Since this lockdown, I have not received 1 naira. A lot of 1 naira I have not received. Why? Because I have not worked in any way. In fact, I'm even owing. I'm owing in the sense that I'm not owing money. I'm owing jobs. Because the jobs have received their money that I was supposed to work. And because of the lockdown, they had to shift the date.
And so I've
spent the money. So as it is, I'm owing 4 locations that I have spent their money. And immediately after lockdown, I have to go and pay those debts, those job debts. So as it
would not appear like you are working for free.
It's for free, yeah. It's for free because I've spent the money. And as it is now, I'm a filmmaker, I'm a writer, nobody's shooting, so I'm not writing. I'm a director, nobody's shooting, I'm not directing. I'm an actor, nobody's shooting, I'm not acting. I'm a singer, all parties, churches.
All parties are, oh my God.
I make clothes. Nobody's buying, people want to eat, so why would anybody want to buy clothes? You understand? So every avenue for me to make any income has been locked. So in fact, I am locked down personified. I am locked down personified. So I was speaking with my mom yesterday and I was like, Mom, I'm broke. And my mom was like, where do you expect me to get money to give you?
When she's supposed to come back and enjoy the food.
Do you understand? Because she's mommy. We never can tell. Mothers know how to hide money and keep money. So I was thinking maybe there's some money she has kept somewhere that we can always give back maybe when we resume work. And she was like, my dear, is it because I'm not troubling you? What makes you think that I want to give But mothers will always be mothers. Despite yes. She was still able to manage to send
squeeze something out.
You understand? It is that bad. So every aspect, emotionally, morally, financially, it has affected me in so many ways.
Okay. Yes. You said something earlier that having agreed that you're very simple, easygoing, and all of that, but there's something that you said, and that is the lockdown has made you to become a little bit edgy, and you want to snap at any slightest provocation and all of that. So, is that something new that you're discovering about yourself as a result of this lockdown?
No, it's not new. It's not new. Now, how do I explain it? I'm a realist. I'm a very real person. People that are close to me, people I work with, my friends know that I'm a very real person. I don't know how to hide behind a wall. If I'm not comfortable about something, I react immediately. I react now. The only reason I will not react or I will not say anything if the person is not my pally or the person is not close to me, or I don't waste my emotions on people that I don't really know. So I just feel like, okay, I'm not going to see you after today, so there's no need. But if you're someone that is close to me, someone I know I will see again tomorrow, I'll react now so that you won't do it again after now. So that's why we are happy with each other. You understand? So it's not a new thing. If I'm not comfortable about something, I snap. But I can control myself. Instead of me to snap, I could just look for a way to say it. Just for you to know that I didn't like what you did. I would just look for a way. I might decide not to fight or snap or whatever. But now, because of the mood I'm in, there are things that online will just be like, I don't like what you did in the morning. Maybe you should do it again. But now, why do you have to do that? But seriously, why do you have to do that?
And then you probably end up acting some roles that there is no script for, I tell you, because of the situation, we have all of a sudden grown this, what do I call it? Everybody has become so meticulous. Everyone has become you're so concerned about every little detail. Somebody told me, I read something. Somebody said, it takes about 2 minutes and 50-something seconds for the ceiling fan to stop rolling after you have off it. Why? For second shade. Can you imagine? I was like, 2 minutes and 50-something seconds that it takes for the fan to stop rolling, the blade to stop rolling after you off it. So that means there was nothing for you to do. You had to pick your wristwatch or your clock and you start monitoring. And I saw a video of a lady, I think, controlling the children. She's got this young children, and controlling the children in this time of lockdown has become so much of a huge task for her. And of course, children. So I think there was a particular one that became so naughty and all of that, and she just puts rice, maybe like 1 dirika, inside a bowl, maybe to be counting it.
I saw the video.
You saw the video. And when I saw, I was like, I am a broker. What is this? What has this lockdown turned us into?
I tell you.
People have become they've become so innovative. They've become so creative. And I just wonder, and it's like, okay, so now, yes, the lockdown, in as much as it's not something that we wanted or we prayed for, or it also has brought an aspect of us, and that is people are beginning to look inward. There are things that you were not able to do, or you were not doing before that you thought you couldn't do, but because you've not had the opportunity to try it out. And so people are now beginning to get things, people are now beginning to develop ideas, people are beginning to, think out of the box. Let me put it that way. So now let me ask you, this is the 4th week going. And the way we are seeing things, there is every possibility that this lockdown is going to be extended. The numbers are increasing. The figures here in Nigeria is increasing. Nobody prayed for it. Nobody wanted it. But it's just increasing. I think it was on Saturday, we had 70 new cases and people shouted. But yesterday, 117.
Yes.
117. It's alarming for Nigeria. It's alarming on a single day.
Yeah.
So it means that we really need to take this serious. That aside. So now for this lockdown, we're going into 4 weeks. In the 4 weeks, what have you discovered about yourself? What have you been able to do? Because this is the part that I want friends, colleagues, all of that to learn from. This is the part that I want mothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, the young ones, a lot of people who are looking up to you, that I want them to learn from. In the 4 weeks ongoing, what are the things you've been able to do to improve on yourself? Because I know that everybody is looking forward to, rebranding. When the lockdown is over, what are those things that is going to be Allwell Ademola rebranded?
Okay, first of all, I will say that a lot of people that know me, that really, really know me, in fact, some fans know that I am an ice cream addict. I'm addicted.
Yeah.
If ice cream is a drug, I should be a junkie by now. But the lockdown have so helped me. Of course, I can't even go out to buy it. And I don't just take any ice cream. I don't take cheap ice cream. So if I want to take ice cream, I want to take ice cream. The least I can take is an ice cream worth 2,300 naira. Like that's the list, and it's not like that 2,300 naira is not. It's not go Cold Stone because Cold Stone came.
Yeah,
so that you understand. I live on the mainland, and I travel all the way to the island. To get chocolate royale, I go to Ooh La La, just so that you understand. So it's not like Cold Stone now. So when Cold Stone came, it made it easier for me. I'm just strolling. So, but since the lockdown, I would say that before the lockdown, I've not taken for like a week. And since the lockdown, so I would say that like for 5 weeks now, I've not tasted, how would I even go and get it? I don't want to go out. So, and I can't make it. I can't, that's why the fact that I love ice cream. I didn't learn to make it. So I know that it's a bad habit that I need to work on. So learning to make it. There are some things you do that is not good. But because they are strong, but because they are sense, it has helped me to stay away from that bad habit. And I know that, if you stay away from something for like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, it will become part of you. So I know that by the time I'm out of this, I might not crave for it like I used to anymore. So to some extent, this is a plus for me. Thank God for the pandemic. At least it's a plus. And then secondly, yes, amazing, yes. And then secondly, there are some dishes that I love to have, but I don't know how to make them. For example, I've never tried making weights before. I love to eat them because they say it's healthy. So, and why I was scared from making it was because when my younger brother's wife tried to make it like 3 times and she couldn't, and that girl can cook for life. So since she couldn't make it, I was like, oh well, don't disgrace yourself.
You must hope.
I didn't even think about it. But I tried it during this lockdown. I was like, really? Is it this simple? Right now, I can use spoon and cup to make it. Is that easy for me?
Wow.
Like, very easy for me to make now. And I make loads, like I said. And I have my tailors. I make the designs. I draw the designs and I give to my tailors to sew.
You give to them.
Yeah, to sew. I don't sew. But during this lockdown, I just decided. I just said, let me try. Let me make a blouse. Let me just try. Let me see if I can cut. If I spoil the material, it's not too expensive. Let me just try. And I cut it. And I sewed it myself.
Wow. Wow.
Really? So, you can actually do these things. So the truth of the matter is, these things are things we can do, but if you have too much things in your hands, you just feel like, but now that we are less busy, I just felt like, let me just try these things. And these things are things I could actually do. So I was like, wow. You know?
Yes. So
those are the improvements I had.
That's amazing. That's great. I tell you, it's something. And I know that for us as human beings, except you have not tried your hand on something, but the moment you try your hand on it and you succeed at it, you don't want to give it up.
Yes.
Especially if you know that you're very creative, you draw your designs, and all you need is for a tailor to run the machine and make it out, and you now discover that you're able to do that yourself. Yeah. I'm sure that it's something that before you know it, you begin to create time. You see, when we love something, we create time for it. That's what I have noticed. When you love something, you create time for it. So now this is it, that in this lockdown, yes, restriction of movement, but I keep telling people it's a lockdown, but your brain is not locked. Your brain is not on pause. So the brain needs to be activated. The brain needs to be working. And which means that there is a sleeping giant in all of us. We all are human beings. What we call a sleeping giant in everyone, because you have creative ability. You cannot imagine to what extent the creative ability of every individual is until we begin to try our hands out. So I think this is good for you, and I'm sure that for as many who are listening to us, this is something that they can also pick from, that during this lockdown, there are things that you've not had time for, which if you create time for them, you can begin to do them, and you master them with time. And for you, especially in the area of health, you're feeling much better with yourself. You're feeling lighter. You're feeling healthier. And I'm sure that you would not want to trade that for anything.
I won't.
You definitely wouldn't want to trade that for anything. So it's beautiful. It's nice. It's great. And those are one of the things that I don't just want it to be like, oh, we're just talking. What are those things? What are those salient things that people can pick that, okay, fine. I listened to when Allwell was talking, and this was what she said, and I have grabbed it, and I can make use of it. So now there's something that which I also want us to look, and that is concerning the coronavirus and the effect that it's having on our people. Okay, yes, everyone is locked down, and no one working in code. But I also discovered that there are people who are actually working now, and they are making a whole lot of money, because all the while the business have always been that which they can sit back at home, okay, and do their stuff. So which means that something that I've learned also is that in the process of having multiple streams of income, we should begin to think of that particular job that we'll be able to do in the comfort of our home. Apart from having to go to work. Now, someone who works in the office, who is a banker, like I said earlier on, and is a hall decorator, you know that if decoration is his part-time something, what the office work and decoration now, no way. If someone is a musician and you go to attend to events every weekend, or an MC, a compare or whatever, you can't walk, you can't compare, you can't go to sing, because there's no Owambe anywhere as it is now. So that means that basically look at the aspect that going forward, one, has to be that I'll be able to do in the comfort of my home, that I don't have to go out, and I'll still be able to do it and make money. So now I want us to talk to people, because like we said earlier on, before the borders were closed, it was just less than 100. The borders have been closed, all borders, land border, waterways, the air border, everywhere is closed. And we are running almost 800 as against when the borders were open. So the problem that we're having is more of community transmission, which we have been made to understand. You don't even need anyone to tell you that this is what we're having. So now, I need you to talk to people. I need you to lean your voice to everything that everyone has been saying as far as this coronavirus is concerned. I tell you, till this morning, I still read some posts on Instagram, and I'm asking myself, are these people on this planet, with the things that they are saying, that is a scam, or that is a lie? They just, till this morning, please, Allwell, I need you to lean your voice. I need you to talk. And I want you to do it in such a way that, like I said, you're going to do it in English. You're also going to use your native dialect. So that, I don't know how they put it in Yoruba, so that everybody will hear. We need this message to go out, please.
It's sad. It's really sad because number one problem we have in Nigeria is even you'll be shocked that even some educated ones don't believe that there is coronavirus. I sent a BC yesterday. No, 2 days ago. When Abakari died, the day he was buried. Anyways, I sent a BC. I said, don't be oblivious of the obvious. Let's agree that, okay, yes, we didn't believe that there was coronavirus. Yes, let's say there was no coronavirus. We didn't believe.
Yes.
But a very important personality in Nigeria just died of this thing that we felt it is not real.
Yes.
No, you can't tell me you don't know. Like 95% of Nigerians know about Kyari. Even if you don't know him before now, you knew him when the started. Everybody's dead. You understand? And his picture was everywhere. He's the chief of staff, so everybody now knows. Okay, let me even bring it down. 80% of Nigerians know. Yeah, I understand. Okay, if you don't see it on your TV, you've seen it on your phone. Like, okay, this man is positive to it. Before Abakari, the UK Prime Minister had it. Let's say that Nigerians will tell too much lies. Okay, our leaders, they are always lying, Share UK. Yeah. We lie too. You understand? You see videos of Americans, of their healthcare workers. You see them every day with their nose covered, everywhere covered, and they're crying because of the numbers of deaths they are recovering. Yeah. I mean, they're seeing every day. They are almost 40. Do you understand? Now, I was telling a friend yesterday when he was like, Nigeria is failed, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. And I said, even the America that you are saying, they are doing very well. But do you know how many deaths they record every day? Our health system is failing us, But America, the health system is very good and is not failing them. Do you know how many deaths they are recording every day? UK, that is better than Nigeria. Their prime minister has it. So, don't come and tell me that these places are better than Nigeria elsewise. I don't want to agree with you. My problem, God has blessed us with good weather in Nigeria. God has blessed us. We are so lucky, we are blessed to have a good weather. But very soon, rainy season is around the corner.
It has started.
Do you understand? And ignorance. Out of ignorance, we are now killing ourselves. Sit your house home. Sit in your houses. The guy at Ikorodu yesterday, they said the guy went to Ikorodu yesterday to check at the general hospital. And before his results came out, he came out positive. They saw him at beer parlor with friends. drinking.
My God.
Now, those ones, they will hug themselves. You will touch the table, you will touch the glass cups at the beer parlor. And then the owner of the beer parlor or the sales girls will pack it with the same hands.
And some people
same cup. Some other people will come and sit on that same table and they'll still touch it and they'll put their hands in their nose and their ear and their mouth. I don't understand. We are the ones killing ourselves. Please don't blame the government. The government says sit in your house. The government will use gun and point gun at your head and ask you to sit in your house.
at home.
Can't you just sit? Okay, I'm doing this video in the car. Why? Because I've not moved this car in 5 years and I need to warm it. So I felt, okay, let me use the opportunity to sit in the car so I can, let me do this here so that I can use the opportunity to, because I've not moved this car for 1 month.
Yeah.
But where am I going? Where? Why do you have to? Must you? It is not convenient, yes. Okay, the truth of the matter is, I'm complaining that I've not been working, I don't have money. Yeah, money is not coming in and all that. If I want to go out now by myself, I'll use fuel, which money will I use to refund the fuel? Because wherever I'm going to, I'm not going there to work. I want to get. And then while going to play, I will now carry something else back. I saw some soldiers that were beating some guys on the road. You're supposed to stay in your house, and they were beating them with bare hands. Okay, you don't want them to die of corona, but you want to contact the corona.
But you want.
I don't understand. I learned that some officers beat the man to death in Calabar. You were fighting him, you are beating him so that he will not die of corona, but you killed him.
You ended up killing him.
You ended up killing him. So what are you protecting? Ignorance. Lọ́rọ̀ kan ṣá lédè Yorùbá wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jókòó sílé. Ìjọba tó ní ká jókòó sílé fún àǹfààní ara wa ni. Yes, èmi ò sọ pé gbogbo nǹkan ni ìjọba fi dá. Mi ò sọ pé ìjọba tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn. Àwọn èèyàn kàn bílẹ̀ pàjọ́ ká jókòó sílé wọn fún wa lóúnjẹ jẹ. Okay, but ká má kúrò, ká má jalè, ká má tọ̀ra wa. Mélòó nu wa náà ló ṣiṣẹ́ kí kòrónà tó dé?
Kí corona tó
kó tó dé, èèyàn mélòó náà ló ṣiṣẹ́ olówó náà tẹ́lẹ̀. Àwa ń fìjọba kẹ́wọ́. Wọ́n ní ká jókòó sílé wọ̀ fọ́njọ́ pátá àjókòó sílé mélòó ni wa ló ń ṣiṣẹ́. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó wá sórí live video tó wá ń dì sọ, I've done this is that before kí corona tó dé làwọn èèyàn ti ní bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ owó lórí rẹ̀.
wọ́n ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀.
Kí ló ta bá ń ṣe báyìí fúnra wa? Kí ló ta help ara wa? Is it not better for you to be hungry than to die? If you are hungry, you can always see ways to feed yourself. Than you are hungry and you are in pain. Because you go number 2, you want to buy the stage going on. You're at the end of the so it's not better for you to prevent yourself going through the pains of death. Because at the end of the day, if you're not well taken care of, you will die. So why do you want to kill yourself? It's already perfect chance to prove points to your battery. Exactly.
You see, this aspect that you just touched on is something that I had wanted to bring out. A lot of people are going out because they just want to prove a point. I don't know. We just need to keep on saying this. We need the awareness. We need a robust awareness. And that's why I said us through this week, what I want to do is let's just talk about this thing. Let's just lean our voice to it. Let's say it in English. Let's say it in our native language. Let everyone hear. Me understand the okay, we will speak Yoruba. Okay, okay, you will hear it in Egum. Whatever is, let's beat the drums. It's better that we face this difficulty. It's better that we take in this discomfort than to say, no, I don't want to inconvenience myself. They cannot tell me to do this. They cannot tell me to do that. That's why I said, please, just tell what should our people be doing to keep safe, just in a few minutes, once again, just share with our people, encourage them to wash their hands, to whatever it is that they need to do, please.
There are people that naturally, okay, somebody like me, luckily I have a mom that is finicky. When I say, I don't know if she's sorry for OCD. She is finicky to the core.
Yes.
You can't tell my mom to do anything. You cannot. You cannot go to my mom's house and never watch play talk. Even if she got to do a okay. So with your presence, when she will still watch it.
She will still watch it again.
Yes, that's the kind of mother I have. So even as a child, when I was growing up till now, I'm so used to keeping my hands to myself. You can't see me. I can't be too forward. I can't be that forward. And with my size, you won't see me climb the stairways and I'll touch the rails. You will not. I won't. In my car. See, I have wipes in my car. I have wipes in my living room. I have wipes in my kitchen. I have wipes in my bedroom. I have wipes in my toilet. Do you understand? So any which way, even before Corona, you can see that this thing is not as it's not new. You can see. It's not because of Corona. I have always been like that. People that are close to me know. You will see wipes everywhere, and then I have serviettes. There's no how. It's in my car. It's everywhere. There's no. You will see it everywhere. Everywhere. So 24/7. 24/7. I am always mindful of what I touch. And then even sometimes when I mistakenly touch things, or it's not mistakenly anyways, because there's no. If you go to Mega Chicken, I'm a fan of Mega Chicken. Let me use Mega Chicken as an example. When you enter the first door, they open for you, Abby. But if you want to open the second door, you open yourself. So because of that, there are places, even before Corona, I'm as sincere as possible. There are times I will have to touch those things and I will be like, only God. And the truth of the matter is, it wasn't because of Corona, because I just felt like people are dirty. Somebody might have picked his nose and used the same hands to hold these things. Do you understand? Some men would have used their hands to use their pennies and use same hands without touch. Do you understand? Some people might have wounds in their hands. Some might have sore and whatever, and still touch that thing. So I always have that at the back of my mind that, only God knows. So because of that, I'm guessing that when I'm in my house, most times I don't wear clothes. Sorry? But most times when I'm alone in the house. So every time I use the bathroom, every time I have to just ease myself, the water will hold me. I'll just want to pour water on myself. So in a day, sometimes I shower like 7 times in a day. So thank God when Corona now came. Before, I was just shower with just water. Now that Corona have come, I use soap.
You have to do it with soap.
Yes, I use soap. So in a day, like today now, before this, I've showered like 3 times a day. Like 3 times. So the truth of the matter is, it won't cost you anything. Nothing. That at intervals, even if you're at the living room or you don't have just go to the kitchen and wash your hands with soap.
Just need to cultivate.
You understand? Just cultivate that habit. Always have a tissue with you. I'm not an handkerchief person, I'm not. I've not always been an handkerchief. Handkerchief will not even help you because you still hold it.
Something that you can immediately.
Something you can discard. Do you understand? So you should make the habit of having a tissue paper with you most times. When you don't have water around you, have your sanitizer with you. 24/7. But the moment when you use the sanitizer, when you use it, whenever you see an opportunity to get water or soap, go and wash. You understand? Go and wash. Wash your face. Because sometimes you say, I didn't pick my nose, I put my hand in my mouth. You might have touched here. So mistakenly, you still use that same hand to touch your mouth. So wash your face. Wash your face. If you have any reason to cough or sneeze or whatever, do this. Before we even learned of this was what I used to do. Before this one came, this was what I used to do. You will never see me cough or sneeze and do like this. No, I'm always used to this. Because most times you can't put this in your mouth.
God bless you. God bless you all well. God bless you. I'm sure a lot of people are learning. These are little details. These are simple tips that, like you rightly said, some people just cover, and they use rather than, so a lot of things that we need to learn just for us to keep a healthy habit, just for us to live a healthy lifestyle. And if we can inculcate that, if you can build that into our daily living, I think it's going to help it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm sure that people are blessed with this little time that we've spent together online. And I'm sure that together, doing it together, pushing it, going through all of this together, we're going to be victorious. It's nice having you. And please, in your environment, just as many that you can tell, the issue that we've discovered is that carefree attitude. Many are carefree. So many are, and I keep telling people one thing, and I say it every time, whenever I have the opportunity. And that is a man who walks on the road of I don't care will end up in the house of that is life. If you walk on the road of I don't care, by the time you walk on that road, the end, the Lord will see us through this. Thank you, darling, for having this time with us. Thank you. Bless you. And I also want to use it to tell those that are listening to us, tomorrow is going to be another beautiful day. And I'm going to be having my darling tomorrow. I'm going to be having Dayo Amusa tomorrow at 4 p.m. But before then, I'm going to be having the general manager of LASMA tomorrow at 2 p.m. Wow. I'm going to be having the general manager of LASMA tomorrow, because I understand a few things are happening on our road, and it's also contributing to the spread of this virus. So God bless you, darling. God bless you, real good. And my love to everyone. And this morning, okay, before she comes, let me listen to her track again. And I listen to this morning again. And you see, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. God bless you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, darling.